What's up, fuckers? It's my show now. What's up, fuckers? Welcome back to another episode of Blue Collar Fridays. I know I'm late. It's alright though. You still love me. But nah, just been working, moving, all this stuff. So we really ain't had no time to be sitting down doing a video and everything. Finally got a weekend off, so let's get into it. In this episode, we're going to be talking about some common questions about getting into the blue collar industry. This first question is about weld tests, about the importance of them and being ready for them and just getting your mind and body right, being able to go take that test and make it 100%. But everybody wants to be a welder, right? If you've been welding, you already know what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about being on your last spare change, your money jingling. It don't fold no more because, you almost broke, my boy. You go out of town, go wherever, you got to go take a test, and everything's riding on that one test. Like, that test is going to make or break you. And that's where, real welders I feel like you shine right then and there. And shit, whether you believe in God or whatever you believe in, as you're driving over there to go take that test, you talking to somebody. If you're in that type of situation, if you fail that weld test, shit, you can't pay no bills. The repo man creeping on around the corner looking for you. You gotta put food on the table, man. And if you're in that type of situation, you fail that test, it puts a burden on you, your family, everybody. But if you pass that hoe, it's just a big relief taken off your shoulders, But then again, I say there really ain't no more stressing because you do got a job now, bro. Don't get me wrong. But now you still got to go do your production shots, your qualifiers, all this and that. And if you bust any of them, that job you thought you had is gone, all right? It's definitely a little stressful. You take it how it comes. Just make every weld your best. If that instructor says something about your weld, you catch him in the parking lot. Nah, JK. Not really, though. But I feel like that's something that's not talked about enough to the younger generation trying to get into welding. There's times where the industry's fucking booming, and there's times where there ain't shit. And if you ain't already linked up with somebody, it's hell to fucking find another job. And I feel like your first few years starting out, you're gonna have the nerves running through you. And even still, if you're in a situation where your lifestyle is depending on you making or breaking this fucking weld test, yeah, you're gonna have nerves. But don't fixate on the fact that it's make or break, all right? Just treat it as any other weld, but keep it clean. You keep it clean, it shoots clean, all right? And even if it's a little bit of ugly, it's all right. Put you about 3 of these lip pillows in, drink you a Monster. You be shaking, but you be good to go. In the morning, stop, get you some breakfast, dog. Fucking try to relax. If you've been out of work for a little bit, you feel like you're a little rusty, you can go to any fucking weld lab and they'll let you buy coupons and shit. If you got your own machine, you can take it back to your house, run a couple coupons, or you can pay them and they'll let you do it there. Just to get back in the groove of it. Yeah, it's like riding a bike, but if you've been off for a while, bro, you want to get the feel of it again before you just go jump on a test. Yeah, everybody ain't like that, but honestly, it's the smart thing to do. And I've met a few people that are always like, I never burn a coupon before I go. You're like, that's dumb. Why would you not want to try to get back in the groove of shit before you got to go do something like that? Especially if your livelihood's dependent on it. People have asked, are blue collar jobs good for long term? The answer is yes and no. Because if you get on a new construction job, yeah, you make it a year and a half, 2 years. sometimes more, but don't nobody want to be there that long. But and then you got your turnaround hands that you work a few weeks, maybe a couple months, and that's that. So it all depends on what route you're trying to take. So yes, you can get on some long-term jobs, or you can get on some short-term jobs and make some badass money. It's up to you. I don't care if you're even building houses, bro. You can get with some company that's building a whole ass neighborhood, and you'll be there for a while. Or you can get with the company does like custom built homes. Yeah, you'll be there for a few months. I mean, so it all just depends on what route you want to take. And another question people get is there a shortage of skilled tradesmen out there? And yes, 100% there is. And I just seen a video the other day. I wish I remembered the dude's name, but I don't. But he did a video about this exact topic. You got too many people out here, young guns especially, just trying to be the boss man without learning the craft and perfecting their craft. So now you got a bunch of idiots trying to be the boss of other people when they don't know themselves what's really going on. To me, I feel like there needs to be an experience requirement on all that, because how the hell you 22 and you're the boss's boss and you don't know shit from shit? You don't, like, you're a turtle on a fence post, bro. Because a lot of these cats are getting put in their positions by people they know, not by actually proving themselves. If you're good at what you do, it's going to show, and you'll get bumped up that way. But just because you're fucking baby mama's brother's sister's cousin is somebody important, that doesn't mean you're important, bro. Like, get out of here with that bullshit. So this goes for everybody regardless of what you do. Be the best you can at what you're doing. Like, learn the ins and outs of every situation, every problem that occurs, how to fix it, what can go wrong, all that. Because if you do that, the people that work under you are going to respect you more because they actually know that you understand what's going on and what it takes to do this and that. There is a lack of skilled people because all you want to do is boss somebody around when you don't have the skills to do the job yourself. Another question people got is, can you travel, see the world, see the country in a blue-collar line of work? And yeah, depending on what you do, you can go anywhere and do your job. So that's something to look into as far as your craft, what you're trying to perfect. Because, I mean, you can start off stateside and you could travel all 50 states. And then you can go overseas wherever you want to go. Just making them connections to them companies that have work where you want to go. Another thing people ask a lot, and a lot of things that people talk about, starting your own business. Hell yeah. You perfect your craft, of course you can start your own company. Get it going, get it booming. Yeah, you got slow starts, but I mean, keep at it. You can make a name for yourself, make a name for your company, and you can start getting bigger jobs, doing bigger and better things. But the main thing is you have to know what you're doing. Right? And you got to hire good people. And once again, if your hands realize that you actually know what you're talking about and know what you're doing, they'll respect you more, they'll want to help you more, and you'll get shit done a whole lot quicker and better. Anybody can start their own business. I mean, all these other companies do it. You learn what needs to be done and what it takes to do this and that. You could branch out and do whatever the fuck you want. It don't matter. For an example, if you're a welder, pipe fitter, ironworker, whatever, you can start your own company, start getting small jobs in some of these plants. And, I mean, it ain't shit to it. I mean, anybody can do it. It just, are you going to dedicate yourself enough and take that leap of faith to make things happen? Once again, going back to building houses. you work for somebody for so long and you learn how to do everything. At some point, when you get good enough, you could branch out and start your own company doing the same shit. It's just a matter of you perfecting what you do and taking your knowledge and going to expand and better yourself. So, for example, my boy over at Weld Culture, he's a welder. I've known him for years. He's starting up his own welding school. He's teaching his knowledge to the next generation, having people come into the craft, into the industry. So he's spreading his knowledge by doing so. Why? Because he done perfected his craft. And he's taking that leap of faith to make something of himself other than, like, he's taking that leap of faith to expand his horizons, to bring in more money. So the possibilities are endless. It just depends on what you're willing to put out there. Another question, people want to know how much money is actually out there in the trades. In the refinery life, I mean, it's easy. You can easily make over six figures. Easy. I mean, of course, starting out, you're going to be on the lower end. And even, especially starting out on like a fab shop and shit, yeah, you might not touch six figures. But once again, you're still learning and perfecting your craft. Once you do that, you can move on to better jobs and better opportunities to where you can make some damn good money. You can move on to better opportunities to where you can make 10, 15, 20 grand a month. Like, the possibilities are endless, bro. It's just perfecting your craft and taking the chance to advance your career and yourself. Another thing people ask is, how physically demanding is it? It's really fucking physically demanding. It puts a toll on your body, your mind, everything. There'll be days you come home, eat, shower, and pass smooth the fuck out. Your back's gonna be sore, fucking your arms, legs, ankles, toes, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, baby. It's all gonna hurt. But this is the life we chose, so that's something we have to deal with. Regardless of what your craft is, it's very physically demanding, unless you're an electrician. But with anything blue collars, it takes a toll on your body, and that's why the money is so good. Hell, even think about a mechanic. A lot of people don't know how to work on their own shit. So when you take your vehicle to a mechanic, I mean, they're going to charge you arm and a leg, right? Why? Because you don't know how to do it, and they do. It's the same with any other craft. Welding, fitting. A lot of people think this shit's sweet, but it ain't. Because 100 plus degree weather, freezing cold weather, snow, rain, all that. We out there. And a lot of people don't want to go sit through that every day, all day. So they'd rather take a nice little inside job. And it's not just the work itself that's physically demanding for you. I mean, it's waking up at 3 o'clock every day, going to work before the sun even comes out, coming home after the sun's done set, like fucking lifting shit at work, having to walk here and there, gather your shit, move this and that. Like, it puts a toll on your body and you're constantly doing shit. Hell, just standing up all day long puts a toll on your body. So you want to invest in some good boots. You got Thorogood. Best of the best right there, baby. So find you a pair that you like and stick with it, because you want to invest in yourself also, whether that be the clothes you wear to the tools you buy. Invest in your craft, invest in yourself. Another big question people have is, how dangerous is the blue collar industry? It can be very dangerous. If you're not paying attention, any little mishap could cost you your life or somebody else's life. In the area I'm working at now, not in my plant, but in the surrounding refineries around us, they've had multiple deaths in a 3 or 4 month period. And even if you're not in the refineries, touching back on like building houses and shit, or being a roofer, doing anything. You could slip and fall off a roof, and like that could be it for you. So you always want to take precaution, because if you're not in the right mindset, or if you're not paying attention, that can cost you severely or cost somebody else. A lot of people think shit's sweet, and it's not. Like, people really don't understand how dangerous it can be. I was on a job last year where a crane fell over. Luckily, nobody got hurt, but it could have been a whole lot worse. So you always got to pay attention to your surroundings, what's going on, who's working around you. And if you see somebody around you doing some shit that ain't right, correct them, bro. Because you also got to think, if you see somebody doing something and something happens and you didn't correct them, now that's on your conscience, because you could have prevented it, and now that person's no longer here, all because you wouldn't speak up. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? You tell them to stop, and what, they going to cuss at you? Cuss them out. Like, who cares? Get over it. I mean, we're all grown adults. If you can't take an ass chewing, you don't need to be out here anyways. And even if something's going on that has nothing to do with what you're currently doing, your job tasks, if it's somebody else doing something, it might not affect you right then and there, but eventually at some point, you might be in that area where that person was doing that shit at, or doing that stuff at. So now it can affect you, because now you're right there. And if it's not you, it's going to be somebody else. So to circle back, yes, any blue collar job could be severely dangerous. So you always got to be on your toes, watching out for you and the person next to you and the person on the other side where it ain't got nothing to do with you. You just got to watch out, pay attention to what everybody's doing. All right, and last question, because it's hot. I need to go hop in the pool. Is there job satisfaction in blue collar work? Yes. Hell yes. Look, I can't tell you how many times I've been with my kids and my wife, and we're driving, and I see some refinery that I worked in. Hey, you see that? I did that. Like, that's me right there. Unless it's on fire or something, I don't say nothing. I ain't do that, but I did the other part. But yeah, everybody takes satisfaction in the shit they do, like, because you take pride in your work and you stand behind it. You can't tell me there's not anybody that's blue collar. You don't drive past a job site or drive past anything that you've done, you don't point it out. I mean, show your kids, show your wife, show your homeboy, your homegirl, whatever. Be like, hey, you see that? Daddy did that. Like, that's all me. Like, you 100% take pride in your work, and you want to show it. Like, that's just human nature, I guess. But I mean, let a motherfucker know, like, I did that. Stamp on it, stencil on it. Also, with job satisfaction, the things you get out of the job, first off, a paycheck, baby. That's what we all there for anyways. Second off, I mean, you're showcasing your skill, your knowledge. Like, all that's being seen when the job's done. Like, you did that. You did the damn thing, boy. So, also, body aches, gray hair, 3 baby mamas, 5 kids. Why are you shaking your head at me? I ain't got no. You my only baby mama.
Oh my God.
You get the sense of pride of stuff you do, and you build a relationship with your coworkers. And some of them coworkers end up being like family to you, bro. So there's always a plus side to every job. Regardless if you hate the job site you're on, there's always something that's beneficial to you. Because you're steady building relationships, you're steady perfecting yourself. Because ain't nobody perfect. I mean, you better yourself every single day. So just keep at it. and let's get this money. So with that being said, I'm going to hop in the pool. Y'all get your asses back to work. Come on.